What's going on, everyone? It's the YuGiOh Scrub, but please just call me Bailey, coming at you with what will be a live GOAT format duel today. But first, I was looking for a card to throw up in the corner while I begin this video, and I found the Blue Eye Shining Dragon. That just made me remember the good old days of being a kid, having this card from the movie pack, ignoring all summoning conditions as I slapped this on the field. I thought shiny meant, like, incredibly powerful and rare. I had no concept of just, like, how good cards actually were. I just liked looking at them and slapping them on the field and thinking I was powerful. Oh, it was awesome having this, feeling like Kaiba, feeling like the most unstoppable monster in the world. It was under your control. Oh, it was awesome. Anyways, we're going to be playing a deck today that hopefully facilitates some of the most powerful monsters in GOAT format onto the field. It's going to be a just version of Reasoning GOAT. I wanted to play this. People were requesting it for a couple of matches. I played one more recently with it, but it was the version I'd played before, and I wanted to put something new together. And this is an idea I've been working with, where basically I'm going to be using Last Will and Cyberstein, hopefully, as some powerful turn 1, turn 2 combos. So, quickly, Parshath, 2 of them, Blackluster Soldier, 3 Chaos Sorcerer, Cyberstein, Demok, Jinzo, 3 Sacred Crane, Sinister Serpent. Little heavy on monsters than I normally do for a Reasoning deck, but you know what? I think it's going to work because I need cards that's going to make Last Will work. I need monsters on the field that can go to the graveyard because GOAT tokens will not work. 1 Book of Moon, 1 Duo, 3 Dimension Fusion, 2 Enemy Controller, way to tribute my monster on maybe my opponent's second turn, steal a monster they control, and hopefully it'll, work for some good combos. I can either tribute that off later or just attack. Graceful Charity, Heavy Storm, 2 Last Will. I really want to find a way to get a third in, but maybe I could cut the next card 1 Megamorph and put the third Last Will. But I want to do a Master of Oz off Cyberstein, 1 attack for game. I just am desperate to do this. Please, just make it happen. YuGiOh gods. Ra, Slifer, and Obelisk. Or is it the Wicked Gods? Who knows? The Nordic Gods. There's so many gods in Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 Metamorphosis. Again, I'd like 3, but I'm kind of running other ways to tribute. So who cares? 3 Monster Gate. That's probably the best tribute. Kind of forcer in the deck. Monster Reincarnation, Pot of Greed, Premature Burial, Reasoning, Scapegoat, Snatch Deal. Simple. Des Wombat on the side, I'm not going to lose to Burn, Kaiku, Chaos matchup. I kind of threw this together. If I'm going first, maybe throwing the card Destruction, just because it'll be much faster. If I see really back row heavy things, Giant Trunade can be kind of good. Mystical Space Typhoon, Ring of Destruction's kind of funny. Trap Heavy, Royal Greed, whatever. Extra, doesn't matter, I can always add more stuff in. Let's get 2 matches. And go. Alright. Let's see how long it's going to take today. No one plays GOAT format. I'm just sad. I wonder what day it's going to be when this can't be done anymore. Hopefully never, where people won't be able to interact and just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online, because, I don't know, there's not many locals I want to go to around me or choose to go to often. I prefer just sitting at my computer, casually playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Now and then. Having access to all the cards, I don't need to buy anything. Though I really hope that Master Duel, if you can kind of have rarities, if you can have every card, okay, maybe a Skill Drain Beatdown deck, Final Attack Order. Or maybe just running 1 Goblin Attack Force in the main as a big beater. Okay, so let's see where this goes. I could play defensive and just set Scapegoat, or I could go all out and go Reasoning. Of course, Reasoning. Four, okay. Mill. Last Will. Graceful. Sacred Crane. Okay, that's sad. Demok in hand. I still have the Scapegoat that I can just set. I'm just going to go another Reasoning. No reason not to. Get it? No reasoning not to. He's probably going to say 4 again, but I'll... 8. Okay, so I only got 1 8, and it's in my hand, sir. You're going to be missing there. Jinzo. Good card. That's perfect for me. It's a dark. When it gets sent to grave, Dimension Fusion will be live, and it just gets over this naturally, probably stopping that. That is all you can. Oops. Definitely not a scapegoat set, sir. I promise you that. I mean, it's free knowledge for him. I don't really... If I make a mistake like that, that's just bad for me, good for you. I wasn't trying to activate it. I just... I still think I have this game, unless he has some powerful options that I just don't know. So things that when I was making this deck, then I will admit I kind of whipped together pretty quickly. Just knowing some core concepts, but threw together. But I think I'm probably going to run into the issues of not having outs for certain kinds of monsters and situations. I'm not running many one Book of Moo, no Nobleman across out. So he prematured back the Goblin attack force. And Cyberstein of his own. Okay. Interesting here. Let's see what he's going for. Master of Oz. Battle. Okay, so that is 600, 200, 1018. 2 grave. Yeah, I'll just do this. Final attack orders. Okay. So yeah, that's actually a pretty good out to scapegoat, and so I'll take 3,000 from both those attacks combined. Gets me a little bit more worried about Dimension Fusion. I kind of have to find a way to end the game here. But luckily he has a Cyberstein in face-up attack position. If he doesn't have another trap card, I can probably... So demock his game. 28... Yeah. Because if he was 800, that'd be 2,000. Okay. And actually, you know what? Just because it's funnier, standby, main. Please give me that. I have outs anyways, but I'm just going to attack him with his own Master of Oz. He won't even give me the pleasure. Alright. So he's doing, it seems like, what I want to do with my own Cyberstein here. Done siding. I'm just going to, yeah, I think probably go into it with the same thing. I don't see why not. The last Duel combo, I think it's cool because the demock, say I hit it off a Reasoning or Monster Gate, I can then get the last Duel back. Not that I could like then use it and be like, oh, Monster Gate tributed. No, of course that has to be activated before. But I think it could be pretty powerful. I put the Sinister Serpent in the main because it's also just a level 1 that I could, in theory, be like, special summon this for maybe a Metamorphosis I have in hand. Defusion, Scapegoat, Premature, Defusion, Metamorphosis. Okay. Berserk, Gorilla, normal summon with a set back row. Jinzo as my draw. So luckily I have a Scapegoat, Scapegoat Metamorphosis combo. That's a skill drain. It'd be a little bit unfortunate. Because I have the Cyberstein, I am going to block the attacks, because that would put me at 5,000, and I just want to be able to, you know, have life points to Cyberstein, in theory. Say, like, I draw a last duel here. Okay. Standby main. Is the play here to Heavy Storm right now? I don't think it is. I'm worried it's a skill drain, and if a Metamorphosis... Just make sure he knows I'm doing it. So I have Metamorphosis, and it's a skill drain. If it's final attack order, that's fine, so it would just be like, whatever, I take it and attack. But if it's skill drain, then if I summon Jinzo, I believe the ruling is because skill drain's already on field, Jinzo's negated. I think that's it, because like Jinzo's coming out onto an already set field. I could then Heavy Storm after. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to Metamorphosis first. Basically, do I Metamorphosis first or after Heavy Storming? I'm going to force him to show me what it is. Ring of Destruction. Okay, that's actually, like, the worst thing it could have been. So, obviously, the answer is I should have meta'd first. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm just going to set the heavy for maybe a pro set heavy and end the turn. He's got big beaters, though, so I'm not feeling too good here, because 2 defusions in hand is powerful when they can go off, but if he's getting me to, like, 4,000 life points, I mean, I basically get 1 shot, and he just had it. It's okay. That's what I get for pro setting the heavy. Okay, I'm just going to admit defeat here. I really don't think there's a point. Maybe it's like, oh, I could discard the Jinzo, but I'm not going to give it to him right away. I think just let me take some control. I'm going to put the Ring of Destruction in first, just in case. Because I'm going first, let me take out the Megamorph. I could still get, like, the Last Will combo and just get something really powerful. Okay. Only problem is I really don't want to Cyberstein and Delinquent Duo. I mean, I'm probably going to, but I'm worried about putting myself on that few life points. Because it would put me at 2,000 with a face-up attack position Cyberstein. Sends 2 warriors to grave, and so, I mean, it's 700 attack, and he runs big beaters, obviously, but, like, I don't think without a skill drain on field, like the level 7 Vermilion Mech Dragon, that would be the one thing that could just, like, come out and beat me. Unless he's got away a Cyberstein of his own. Because obviously I can't take his own. Yeah, actually, because he could have a Cyberstein of his own, I cannot risk summoning Cyberstein into a monster. I'll reasoning here. Hope he gets it wrong, calling like 8 or 6, and I just hit a 4. Okay. Now let me hit, like, Jinzo. Or D-Mach, that'd be awesome. Okay, so I do hit the crane. I think the play is just going to be set the Serpent end turn. And it can come back to hand and make Metamorphosis alive again. D-Mach, or... I'm gonna... I always shuffle my hand, bro. You didn't target yet. Okay, honestly, I'm fine with that just because I don't want to lose the life points. It was kind of an out to whatever he may have put on the field. But I'm gonna actually send the... This is tough. I'm gonna send the Chaos Sorcerer because I have more of Chaos Sorcerer than I do Metamorphosis. Gigantes. To grave. 2,000. Okay, so that's fine. Ring of Destruction, standby. To hand. Main phase. Set. Meta. Gimme. Gimme. There we go. Not overlay. Move. Boom. And attack. So, I get the board presence and control. 1,000 Dice Restricted is so good. Why does it have to be like a big beater or have the ability to say... This card's... Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. And to grave. Okay. I never read that card fully. I did have a second effect. Who knew? D-Mach. Okay. Standby main. End. I have the control here. I do not care. I wish I had a monster, but sadly I do not. Sacred Crane. Standby. Main. Actually, standby. Okay, let's... To hand. Set. And turn. I will do more, I promise. Not gonna play stupid. That could be everything. I'm opening myself up a little bit to Nobleman across out, but I assume he probably would have sided them out, given the matchup. Brain Control. Okay, it's just a Sinister Serpent. I'm fine with this. Alright, stand by, main. I think this is just fine. Monster Gate. I got a good amount of monsters out of my deck already. Hopefully I just don't hit too many chaos. There we go, that's fine. Ring of Destruction, unfortunately, now is dead. 61. Yeah, going in for damage is definitely just the best here. So, Ring of Destruction, if he does get the Jinzo off the field, that could just be game. Cyberstein is now turned off. Cold Wave. Okay. I would chain Ring of Destruction, but I can't. Banish. So he's playing a pretty cool deck. I'll give him that. So 34, I take 1,000 and 300. Alright. And I think I have to just take the Fairy Lily and attack for game, although I could just... Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just too funny. You let to give it to me. Okay. And thank you all for watching. I think that was just the Snatch steal for game 2 games in a row. That's GOAT format. Thank you all. I'm the YuGiOh Scrub. Subscribe for more. Goodbye.